Apocrypha. Apocrypha, derived from the Greek word apokryphos, meaning hidden or secret, refers to a collection of ancient religious texts that are not considered canonical by certain religious communities, specifically within the context of Judaism and Christianity. These texts, written primarily between the 2nd century BCE and the 1st century CE, were excluded from the Hebrew Bible and the Christian Old Testament due to their uncertain origins, disputed authorship, and controversial content. The term Apocrypha is often used to describe the collection of Jewish texts that are included in the Septuagint, a Greek translation of the Hebrew Bible, and the Latin Vulgate, the official Roman Catholic Bible. These texts, which are considered canonical by the Roman Catholic and Eastern Orthodox churches, are known as the deuterocanonical books. The deuterocanonical books include Tobit, Judith, Wisdom of Solomon, Sirach, Ecclesiasticus, Baruch, and 1st and 2nd Maccabees, as well as additional portions of the books of Esther and Daniel. The Protestant Reformation in the 16th century led to a re-evaluation of the biblical canon, and the Reformers, following the example of the Jewish community, rejected the deuterocanonical books as non-canonical. The Protestant Old Testament was thus limited to the 39 books of the Hebrew Bible, and the term Apocrypha became more widely used to describe the excluded texts. The Council of Trent 1545–1563 reaffirmed the canonicity of the deuterocanonical books for the Roman Catholic Church, further solidifying the distinction between the Catholic and Protestant canons. In addition to the deuterocanonical books, there are other texts that are commonly referred to as apocryphal. These include the Old Testament pseudepigrapha, a collection of Jewish and Jewish Christian texts that were not included in any biblical canon. The pseudepigrapha contains writings attributed to biblical figures, such as the Book of Enoch, the Testaments of the 12 Patriarchs, and the Apocalypse of Abraham. While these texts are not considered canonical by any major Christian denomination, they provide valuable insights into the religious and cultural milieu of the Second Temple period and the early Christian era. The term Apocrypha is also applied to a group of early Christian writings known as the New Testament Apocrypha. These texts, which include Gospels, Acts, Epistles, and Apocalypses, were not accepted into the New Testament canon due to questions surrounding their authenticity, orthodoxy, and apostolic authority. Some of the most well-known New Testament Apocrypha include the Gospel of Thomas, the Gospel of Peter, and the Acts of Paul and Thecla. While not considered canonical by any major Christian denomination, these texts provide valuable insights into the diversity of early Christian beliefs and practices. The concept of the Apocrypha raises important theological and historical questions about the formation of the biblical canon, the criteria for determining the canonicity of a text, and the relationship between sacred scripture and religious tradition. The study of the Apocrypha sheds light on the complex process of canon formation, which was influenced by a variety of factors, including historical events, theological debates, and the rise of different religious communities. The Apocrypha also offers a window into the religious and cultural context of the biblical world, providing a wealth of information about the beliefs, practices, and literary traditions of ancient Judaism and early Christianity. The texts of the Apocrypha can be seen as a bridge between the canonical scriptures and the later rabbinic and patristic literature, reflecting the ongoing development of religious thought and expression. In conclusion, the term Apocrypha encompasses a diverse range of ancient religious texts that were excluded from the Jewish and Christian biblical canons. The study of these texts offers valuable insights into the formation of the biblical canon, the religious and cultural context of the biblical world, and the diversity of beliefs and practices within ancient Judaism and early Christianity. Although not considered canonical by certain religious communities, the Apocrypha remains an important resource for scholars and theologians seeking to understand the historical and theological dimensions of the biblical tradition.